What's going on, chat? Sunday evening with your boy JT, and I hope that you guys will join me for a full playthrough of one of my favorite video games. Maybe full playthrough, probably full playthrough. I think this game's like 3 hours long. We can get through this whole thing. Chat, thanks for being here. YouTube VOD watchers, I appreciate you being here as well. If you've never seen this game before, buckle up. Oh, hi, Richard. Say hello to Richard, chat. Richard, say hello to chat. They're over here. Okay, good job, cat. Chat, if you're not sure what this is a 2017 video game published by Annapurna, developed by Giant Sparrow. This is a very short slice of a game. I recommend this to people when they want to watch a movie. Play this instead. And maybe that's all I say about it. Maybe we just hop in and enjoy it together. I don't want to go into spoilers. What's nice about this game is that I've played it before, but I've only played it once, and it was about 5 years ago. So I'm excited to get into it again. Chat, you're here in droves tonight on a Sunday as well, and I appreciate that. Part of my mentality on this is I wanted to play like a single standalone game that isn't beholden to like a separate stream or a series or anything like that. And I'm going to try to find some other games like this in the next like couple weeks that we can play in 1 or 2 sittings so that we can enjoy ourselves, you know, on random nights and not have to be like, oh, tune in every Sunday, because the next 2 Sundays are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I'm not putting you through that. Kirito, Mr. Treehorn, Shay Noel, Swanky Joinkers, Kane Killa. What game music is this from? Spiritfire? Spiritfarer? No, that was Outer Wilds, and now we're on Celeste. Spooky vibes, chill vibes. Appreciate you guys being here. EGP Noodles, GMAC, Legends, too much new toys. We Finching, you're goddamn right. 2.5 hours, according to How Long to Beat. We can crunch that out. Brother man, good to see ya. Future, what the fuck is this? You know what this is. This is an absolute banger, and probably just knowing who you are, one of your favorite games. What a great game. Rebecca understands. Hi Jake, hi Shay. Are you God? Next Sunday is my birthday. Rito, this is a big lore. Jake's just trying to get us used to him crying on screen ahead of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We'll see. Caught up on Advent yet? I'm so far behind on Advent that I think Advent gets pushed to next year. All right, gamers. Let's fucking do this. Buckle up and enjoy these opening moments together. Big 2-1 next. Oh, you're such a little baby. You're a little baby. Gonna be playing Remake again, up to chapter 8. Hell yeah. We're making it happen. I kind of put a sepia tone on myself. What do you think of this lighting? I'm a little orange. We can make it happen. Straight to it, baby. Edith Finch. What do? Got it?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Rich, welcome in.
Start at the beginning with a house.
Audio good for you, chat? Look at this fucking place. I love the design here. They immediately hit you.
I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
And chat, when initially playing this game, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be fucking spooky. I don't want to play this. Not spooky. You have nothing to worry about.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back
always good to see you.
Lewis's funeral.
The Lewis's funeral. Write that down, chat.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Shelter, are you sure you're not just jaundice? Yeah, a newborn.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring you back.
Metal Gear tie-in. Yeah. Edith Finch is actually a really good name for a member of Foxhound.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hawk, welcome in. Thoughts on GameStop calling the Metal Gear collection a hidden gem is so fucking cursed. Oh, Kong Challenge is taking off, baby.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Money! Don't do the math, chat! Makes me feel bad. And Pasta, welcome in. What the fuck is going on here? You are settling in to watch 2 hours of a fucking movie starring your boy. Alright, not starring me, but we're making it happen. Peach, welcome in. Jake out here twitching. You know it. You know it. Squanky, thanks so much. 39 fucking months.
But
Top
now
of the
I have
game.
questions about
A
my
true
family
legend.
The house knew the answers to.
We're gonna figure out all these mysteries together. And tell me you're not already intrigued, chat. Look at this place. Look at this shit. Chat room was already packed like a Denny's at 1 a.m. I love it.
About it.
It is a fucking vibe. And chat, I don't remember. It's been so long since I played this. There's
As a
some
child,
puzzle-like
the house
things.
made me uncomfortable in a
I
way
might need a little bit of
couldn't
help.
put into words. Now,
Madness
as
on
a
PS1.
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Well, drat. Going completionist? Never, ever, never, ever. Very little, you'll be fine. Alright, I figured I'd lean on chat if we needed that. W. We're in, baby.
Through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Stanley Parable, no. On my list. I think I might play Portal 1 over the next couple weeks. Chat, any suggestions for good little one-off games like 6 hours or less long that we can play in 1 or 2 streams over these next couple weeks in December so that we're not kind of obligated to something crazy? We'll take. That's kind of how I want to handle everything through the new year. Donut County,
like
Journey, good picks. Journey we crushed in the last couple of years, in the last year. I'll write down Donut County, Star Fox 64. I think at this point I'd rather put a bullet through my brain in a video game than play Star Fox 64. I don't think it holds up very well. Phasmophobia, get fucked, chat. Alright, gamers. Man, I forgot how good this game
But
is.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Romantic. I'll write that down.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Get that down, chat. That's important. I know that this game might seem a little bit weird to you guys so far, but it'll put its hooks in you very quickly.
Normal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Little nightmares? No thanks. There's a lot of fun foreshadowing things already, yeah. Of course, Gemini would be a good one-off, actually, yeah. Do like that.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Firewatch? Firewatch is fucking mid.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I'm just looking to make
My mom
enemies
was
today.
the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Great Grandma Edie. Team World build. Only one place to go.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
I fucking love the way that this game is designed. The words appearing on screen and guiding you towards the next thing.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Y'all got peepholes into your bathroom or what, chat? 0 for no, 1 for yes.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
There is something really mysterious and fucking extremely unsettling about this game already. Even though, again, not a horror game, not even scary. Just building a lot of weird lore. Barb?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
My friend Bigfoot. You go this way yet? Ooh, that door's open. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with.
Popped
If
Molly,
she
I'm
hadn't died
sweating.
in 1947.
Woo. That's just lyrics, chat. That's not factual. That's Trinidad James in 2 Chainz. Oh.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Got the key.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh yeah, baby.
Reading this, maybe
Now we're getting into it,
like
chat.
I had a plan,
You've made it.
but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
We're in Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Chat, had you ever owned rodents? I had guinea pigs once.
Being
Like
inside
2
for
months.
the first time, I felt like
Not
I'd
cool.
stepped behind a painting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary,
Here we
I'll
go,
be gone
gamers.
soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Molly's a fucking trip, bro. 10-year-old kid sent to bed with no dinner. Starts acting a fool.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
Boss Hoggins, welcome in. Andrew on Cards, I see you in here. Andrew on Cards, you're a learned scholar. I bet this is one of your favorite games too. You just got good taste like that.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Among the sleep, no.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Is it a spooky game? No, not really, not really. You'd think it is, but it's not.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was
not scary.
really
It's a little, perhaps unsettling at some points, but it's special. It's a special game. It's a phone dating sim. What is this? Where'd that cat go?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Weird. Let me see what it is. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go back. I'll grab all these names that you guys are suggesting. We're gonna get into some weird games over the next couple of weeks, no doubt. Hello, bird. Get fucked.
I jumped and I almost got her.
It's not The Exorcist, chat. It's just a very
I
cool
could tell she was getting really
and weird
tired.
story. Look, I'm RPing as a fucking cat right now. No one's scared. What is that? Ah!
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating
Big
that
tree.
mama bird.
Molly's just hungry, bro.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
Fucking
Then I
game,
heard
dude.
little teeth nibbling in the grass.
We're 17 minutes into this thing? You're kidding me. Such a weird order. I don't know. I'm just going where the game takes me. I think there's probably some permutations of how it goes. Let's fucking get him! What up, son? Ah!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Someone's trip?
I wanted to
No.
find something
We'll see what it is. I'm hearing some flashback type stories. I believe there are two brothers you can do in any order. Yeah, I know the diverging path that you're talking about. Share a room, I
want a
believe.
rabbit.
Rabbit time. We're gaming. It's the best gaming I've done all year.
She was
I'm
almost
excelling,
too big
chat.
to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
The fucking weird ass effects of this shark on the land, bro, is some wild shit. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You got this, buddy. Good job, buddy. This is what you guys thought you were gonna see, right?
Into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Scary in water, but not at all on land. Yeah, Luigi girl, welcome in. We're just getting started. One of the best games of all time. Echo the Dolphin. This is for all you Echo heads out there. You fucking freakos. The Wibble Wobble, it is really good. Like, why do you only play games where you fight and kill innocents? You'd be surprised how many games that is. It's a lot. What am I looking for? Yeah.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore
Okay.
off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
W. Ollie's a fucking psychopath. I'm assuming I'm supposed to look for something. Last time I saw bubbles, and the bubbles led me in the right direction. But now I see no bubbles. You are an objective, chat. Where would you be? Oh. Oh. Understood. Nowhere. Engaging shark gameplay. This is dense. We've got some dense foliage. Our answer must be oh. Yeah. This is something. Oh, that's right.
Grabbed on tight.
You're fucking done.
But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I don't like that sound much.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yeah, we're doing the work right now.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Fucking got him. Chat, if you're trying to follow along what the fuck is going on right now, but now you're probably realizing that this little girl is hallucinating. And it could be a dream sequence. There's a couple different ways you can think about it.
I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
It's either a hallucination or a dream sequence, but we're finding out essentially how this girl died.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
And some people think it's from eating the toothpaste or perhaps the rotting food in the room before she started hallucinating is what caused the hallucinations. Some people think she just fell out the window when she was trying to catch the cat or the bird and just straight up died.
I got closer and closer.
I think it all just happened. That's also true. But now gone fully circular in nature. And the relatives named the cat after her, of course.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep, but it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
That's our first KO. KO count 1, chat. Can I get some ones in the chat? We're gonna be racking up some fucking bodies, and I'm gonna want to see those. I want to see those numbers
I'm
tally.
not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Notice Finches. At the top, Edith. Here at the bottom, our first victim, Molly. As you can see, there's been some issues, to say the least. Ooh, chat, I just saw a little hiccup. Everything good? Everything good on your end? Couple dropped frames, but it looks like we're back, no problem. Just a little, Everything fine? Cool. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen from time to time. We'll keep an eye on it.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Weird.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Jesus.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
And I had a pink bathroom growing up. I had the worst bathroom ever. My sister and I shared a bathroom in this fucking bathroom. Here's my memory of my pink bathroom. First of all, my sister wanted it painted pink, so it was pink. Right? Then this bathroom was connected to my room, my sister's room, and the hallway. This bathroom had 3 fucking doors. And constantly, my sister would fucking lock my door and the hallway door. And then just leave it like her private bathroom. It was a fucking nightmare.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
A little makeshift dark room. That's what you call them, right? Dark room? Is that where you develop pictures?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
Cool fucking room, though. These kids were doing it, bro.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
All right.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Fucking mood, bro. I also will die before I eat another, well, mushroom for nutrition. Fucking swinging simulator. Did you have this written down on your bingo card tonight, chat? Am I an idiot? How do I gain momentum? I'm not capable. I don't understand how swinging works. Oh, I accidentally paused it. That's my bad. Is it opposite? Am I doing things opposite right now? You'd think pull back now, push forward here. Pull back now, push forward here. Am I out of my fucking mind? Pull back now, push forward. Back. Forward. What's that?
At Barbara's funeral, we swore.
I have used both sticks, I'm controlling the feet individually.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Mom.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told
you got this
him
one
going
figured out
around
yet?
was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Not all of them are some avant-garde shark-killing fantasy. Sometimes kids just be swinging too high.
But I doubt it.
Because kids are fucking idiots sometimes.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Not great. Not great.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Everyone tries to go all the way around. That's how we do things.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Cool.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Can you imagine spending the next fucking 8 years just chilling in here? Ugh. Ugh. W. Massive W. Weird ass shortcuts, bro. Fucking house.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
No, let me get one. I know it's a serious playthrough.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dip at some point already to see all of this again? Yeah, I get it for sure. I think he's got a little turned up in this. Barb Street! Nick, thanks for being here. Appreciate the lurk, my man.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
This is a
Old
good one.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16,
I hate a fucking like blood curdling scream like that. Stream?
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream.
It almost doesn't appear at all in movies anymore, but it used to all the time.
It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
I watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man recently.
Was about to demonstrate when
Got a lot of MJ screaming.
Now that was a great scream.
it was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Sometimes.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
True, checks out.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Thanks, babe.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Hi, Hideo. Welcome in, homie.
She reached for the music box,
Me?
and as she wound the key, she
Oh, yeah.
listened for Rick. But the house
Cracked it.
was
Winding the
silent.
key. Cool effect, though. Fuck is up, Jakey in chat? Living the dream. Oh, Home Talk Hawk is triggered.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Cool that we're actually playing this in this weird graphical style now, too, through the comic book. This game does cool stuff. This is as scary as the game gets, for the record, chat. And it's pulpy. Oh, this is where the table saw accident happened.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear. Yanked in the fucking nose.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Damn, Rick.
Then act furious.
Fucked up.
All I'm getting from you now
You
is
fucked
that
up,
you're
brother.
hurt and confused and...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Picture show.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Go fucking chair, man. We're gaming. Fucking gaming. Cool seeing the same exact house though in this different kind of comic-y filter. I love it. Egg chairs so uncomfortable. Yeah, they are, but they're swagged out. Undeniably swagged out. Walter Finch.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
The egg emote.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Whoops. Secret passageway.
She played her part beautifully.
We're in Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Blah.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
We're gonna finish the fucking job, baby. Hookman!
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
What do you think? What do you think?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Monsters had come to surprise her.
I think trying to blow my nose.
It was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story.
We'll get there,
As
chat.
for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Well, I think she was just straight up murdered by her boyfriend. I don't think there's much to that one, obviously. A little fucked up, though. A little fucked up.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as
Sometimes.
that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Right. 3 kids. All fucking smoked. He just leaves through this door? Can't be right. There's always just another secret exit of some sort. Right? Maybe. Perhaps. Here?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, I'd say so. My aunt's ear was in there. Aunt? I don't know.
funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Oh, I found the basement key. Am I just backtracking right now then? My interpretation that her boyfriend was also a fan of her movies. Got it. That makes sense. Which is a plot of at least one Scream movie. Yeah, that sounds right. I hope I'm correct on this.
The room was like a museum.
Yeah.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway.
Oh, this
for their
is pretty
fortune
impressive.
and misfortune.
It's a good section, chat. Pay attention here.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Throwing your fucking house on the goddamn river is wild. DMCA due to the Halloween's theme. Believe me, I've been DMCA'd for far worse.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Happy in peace.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. R.I.P.
Whatever's
Odin.
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, do you know anybody in real life named Odin? I
Edie
don't.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement. Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ugh. We're not leaving the way that we came? Yeah, I'm lost.
Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement.
I'm trying. All I want to do is check out that music box by the basement. Don't know how to get there. Please let me out. Please let me out. The last time I got in here...
If I keep winding the music box, maybe a key will pop out
Okay,
like
I
it did in the
understand.
comic book.
Don't tell me about the music box ever again. Okay, here's the problem that I'm having, chat. Oh, wait. Things.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
22-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire is good shit.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
I mean, at this point, is the answer to continue through here? Again? I think I might have done some things out of order. Maybe. Like, I was already supposed to have that Odin shit done. And I was supposed to be on a more linear path, but I had to backtrack because I fucked it. Let's try that. Let's try that. Perhaps there's another exit out of Barbara's room up here that I wasn't paying attention to last time. Oh! Ah! We fucking did it, chat. At long last. Figured it out. Progress being made. Let's go find that music box down here. See if we can find the basement key. We can experience some more nightmares together. What do you say? Number 1 rotator. Rotate, Lord. It is kind of creepy, huh? Music box is not for me. Not for me. Not my style. The table saw still here? It is gross.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Does seem like that, huh? What we play in G emoji heap welcome in. We're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. Fucking gaming. Thanks so much. 6 months.
Hell
yeah.
Packages.
Everything is very cool and normal.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Since
it turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
oh yeah, this is fucked up actually. If I recall correctly.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Walter's the kid that was under the bed, chat.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
You made a long time. 52
Goodbye,
to 05.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Christ.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Number 1 rotator, don't forget.
I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
What is he eating?
I always expected to
onions
be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Peaches. Of course. Like the hit song from the Super Mario Brothers movie is made popular
Even
by
a monster
Jack
on the other
Black.
side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Oof. Repetition.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
The musical progression
Whatever that thing
and the
was,
date changing.
It was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
So good.
Or maybe I just
Peaches
got
of
tired
peaches,
of
I see
being
what you did.
afraid.
Is there anything in this game you won't eat? No. I'm the peach man.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
My brother. Got it. Found it. We're good. Big Lost vibes down here. Season 2 of Lost Hatch type beat.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly
4, 8, 15, 16, 23.
and Calvin.
Yeah. You're on it.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
No more peaches for my guy.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one real day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Furious rap on Walter. He had a good 30 of doing the same thing over and over, better than 11 with like an actual life. I don't
Walter
know.
died when I was 6.
Questionable.
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Questionable
I'm
for
sure
sure.
my mom was trying to protect me.
So creepy with all the fucking Edie's paintings of everybody too. We're gonna follow this path. We're gonna attempt to not get hit by a train like fucking Walter. It's the goal.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Everyone has that one uncle, chat.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something
That
that's
one
still
uncle
alive.
under the house.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
So good.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
You guys got the premise of this game. We are the last remaining Finch,
I don't
maybe.
know if I should even be writing this.
We're trying to get the full story on what happened to our family. And if you haven't noticed
Maybe
yet,
it'd be better if all this just died
completely
with me.
fucked. Increasingly fucked.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Crazy.
Though to
Well
be
put
honest,
together.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Come on now. Come on now.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Asking the right questions.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
All right, let's see. We got Zoe. We've got... What's this name I see here? What's this name I see, chat? I see Tucker, Charlie, Zoe, and It's amazing how often we get use out of that one fucking sound. It always comes back around to Coco. It's truly incredible. Lucy Daisy, Charlie Tucker, Coco Zoe. I like the names of the gerbils though. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Oh fuck! Christopher, Shadow, Godsey, Oliver, Ab, Bailey. I had a dog named Bailey. Who's a prima donna.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara, Walter, Edie and Sven. Alvin, Molly.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam, Gus, Greg. Milton.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay, Lewis.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
That's the last one, maybe 2 that she was talking about. Our last remaining Finch is 22 weeks pregnant. Can anyone explain what this game is about?
But I think he and my mom had
It's about a girl
common.
exploring the history of her cursed family. We're about halfway through at this point. And we're still kind of unraveling the mystery of...
They were both pretty intense. Sam spent
What
his
the
life
fuck was
shooting
happening?
photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera.
How everyone met their untimely
I guess we're all
demise.
afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
And things get progressively darker and more fucking miserable, as you can imagine. 10 game of the decade. You're not wrong. The fucking experience. What don't I see, chat? Little door. Real pictures in games. That is a good Twitter. You should. Or at least a thread, you know? One of my favorite threads on Twitter is this guy that posts every time he has to jump over a ring of like an attack from a boss fight in a video game. You know, Bowser pounds on the ground and the big ring gets bigger and bigger and you have to jump over it to not get hit. It happens way more than you'd think. Thread or a Threads account? A thread on Twitter. Threads is still... Alright, chat. Let's get into some fucking cursed nightmares. What do you say?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Give.
What his world was like.
Give ducks. Bro. That's 4 ducks, easy. We're mobbing.
He reminded me so much of Kevin.
Give whale.
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. It sure made
Yeah! Give bubbles. I don't have bad boys. Randomly get to the Yao Ming rubber ducky 5 years ago? No, that's fucking sweet. Go, whale, please. At least bubbles. No. We got this, we got this, we're fucking gaming.
I know how silly it sounds.
Yes, brother. What are we gonna happen?
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything.
Boing. Yeah, no, that was a built-in boing. That wasn't my boing. It was a bad time for a
What
boing.
happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yeah, Gregory. 76 to 77. Not a great look for my guy. That's a tough one. That's probably second toughest death in the game, I would say.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet A poem for Gus, who
Number
always
one?
said the
You know
wedding
what
was
number
a
one
bad
is.
idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Fucking kite simulator, bro.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Future, is this real lore? You got a tattoo?
But though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Make this bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
What a cool little collection of, like, what's essentially mini games strung together to form a cohesive narrative, mostly cohesive narrative.
But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Yeah, I see the comparison to It Takes Two, sure. I wish that what? Oh shit, fuck. I understand.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
Fucked up, bro.
She never talked about it.
How long did
but
Gus make it?
Mom
13?
told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
How do you feel about that Mohawk? The little badass kid that flipped his dad the bird. His mom got remarried. The bird? Was mom got the bird? You got remarried? I don't know. Feel pretty good about it though. Gus is a little fucking badass.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Walter 3, Gregory 2. Yeah, I'm into that.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
We're to get into some really fucking weird parts of the house.
When my dad died,
We are
I
ascending.
don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton's is really good. I think you skipped one. I think you're right. I'm missing, pictures, photos, Dad. Right? Okay. That's okay. And this one's inspired by their previous game too, Unfinished Swan, I think. Name of the game? Help them time.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
We're flipping. Any flippers? Completely out of order, yeah.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah, I'm missing Sam down there, right? 1950, 83. Okay. Straight up disappearance is interesting too.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Ooh. Alright, gamers.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think
Milton
Lewis
is in
blamed
Unfinished
himself.
Swan. Yeah.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Brave? Yeah, I'm worried. Lewis is the coolest guy though. Wait till you see his room shot. Buckle the fuck up. This is the best gameplay segment of the game as well.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
You got the motherfucking hookah. Game console.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Cracked it.
His mind began to...
At the cannery minigame.
Wander. asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. When something moved, bats.
My fucking two hands trying to do different things right now, chat. My brain starts to get fucked.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
I'm finding the groove, I'm finding the groove. Can do it all.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Finishes my tattoo. Very good shit.
Focused.
Very good pick.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
So not brave, I get it. You're fine.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis Topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Look at this dude in the fucking side just...
And songs for them to play.
Killing it, bro.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Let's get the Mario sound effect real quick.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Big artistry, yeah.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
W. Lewis. He's crushing.
St. Louis.
Very good.
He started
Very good
drifting
play on
away
words,
from our
Lewis.
reality.
You have fish.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Yeah, Lewis is very good too.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome
Beautiful
queen.
prince. Up to you, chat. I love that little touch, that little freedom of choice that comes up a couple times here.
The queen was on her own quest for
Not serpents!
radiant rainbows.
Zonked out, yeah, for sure. Oh shit. Killed it. Shit.
He followed the sound of her
electric sitar.
Electric sitar.
Constantly knocking down rainbows. Yeah, don't hold it against her, chat.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Too many fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become
The
something
little
greater
upgrades
than
in
a hero.
graphics for this section too. Of his imagination getting more and more extravagant and detailed.
Someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
It's well put together, man. It looks like fucking Chance of Sinar. Which is still on the docket. Soon. What the? All the bosses of the cannery are like, this is our model employee. So real. So real. My queen! All my loyal subjects. I'm mobbing, dude.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Super fucked.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Sad indeed.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Finally made it to our room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Very first room we saw when we walked in.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Times for Edith. UTK is so good. Yeah. fuck am I?
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Yeah, I have to un-VIP everybody. Rehorn, can you un-VIP people?
When I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Back to the OG house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, this is the best thing you can control in a video game right here.
We both tried to make the best of it.
You know this trick. You know it feels good.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
We've got a guess of what we're looking at right
This journal
now.
was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
So fucked up. Our main character died, giving birth to the kid. And the whole thing played out reading her journal all along. It's a nearly perfect fucking video game. Even from the get-go, if you replay this, you notice that the kid is reading the journal on the boat, taking the ferry. And he's wearing the cast. Too fucking good. Somber? No doubt. But a fun little example of what a fucking video game can be. I love when I play a game that shows me something I haven't seen in a game before, and this is definitely unlike any other game, and there's been games since it that have kind of imitated it, and others that could be potentially quoted as inspiration for it and whatnot, but for the most part, a fully unique game. It's wow, yeah, indeed. It's really good shit. I always recommend this shit to people to play, not when they want to play a game, but when they want to sit down and watch a movie. Go spend $7 and buy What Remains of Edith Finch and play that with somebody. Too fucking good. Or play it for yourself. You also see the deer and the train tracks at the beginning. Yeah, you're right, on the way in. So true. Really good shit. I'm gonna let Richard out of this office real quick. He's being a little fuckboy. He's been in here the whole time, though. He's been cool for like 2 hours. Fun little stream, though, on a Sunday night, chat. Thought we had the opportunity to do this together. I've thought about streaming this game for a fucking long time. We got it done. Richard had a good run tonight. Richard had a very good run tonight. Alright, gamers. Good shit. Let's talk about the future. I think we missed that Edith's dad died in an earthquake. We missed the whole deer flashback of when he falls taking the picture off of like the cliff with Edie, I think. There's a little section we missed. Doesn't affect the overarching story at all. There's a little context missing. Chat, this was very, very fun though. It's with Dawn, Edith's mom. Oh. Yeah, fuck, we missed 2. Who'd have thought? Alright, gamers. Talking about what's coming up, we're gonna finish Donkey Kong Country. We're gonna continue Final Fantasy VII Remake. I want to dig into some more games like this, some games that are just single nighters or 1 or 2 nighters. I also would love to play Chance of Sinar before a week from tonight. So we'll hop into that, at least the demo, to see if it's something that we want to continue through. So we'll check that out on one of these weeknights, either Tuesday or Wednesday is my guess. Plenty more to enjoy together, but again, nothing too crazy for concrete plans over these next couple weeks until we get into the new year, and then we'll get back to a little bit more structure. Some, like, Sunday nights or Metal Gear, Monday nights or this, that, or the other thing. We still have a lot of stuff on the docket that we're going to get to, without a doubt. We'll do that all in due time. This is a good idea. Truly cooked. I did indeed cook. Thanks for streaming my favorite game as someone who daydreamed the vast majority of every day. It really hurts. It does. Yeah, it's a power. This game fucking sticks with you, and I recommend waiting to play it again because it takes a lot of time to. It's a game you'll think about often. Edith Finch team 2012 to 2017. Even that's a little haunting and weird. The end. Too fucking good. Too good. Chat, maybe at some point I'll treat you guys to Before Your Eyes, my true favorite game. If you want a good sad time, but that is going to require actual crying on stream. And from you, Chad. This game has sad moments. Nothing will prepare you for what happens in Before Your Eyes. It is made to emotionally fucking destroy you and everybody who watches it and anyone who comes close to it. We will do it. Can we just do a 2-hour stream of you watching the Final Fantasy trailer over and over again to see if we can run you out of tears? You definitely could. It would fuck me up. That shit is triggering. Incredibly triggering. Such and strong, so real, magical game. Chad, I appreciate you guys being here. YouTube VOD watchers, I hope this was enjoyable on a rewatch. Thank you so much. Twitch lurkers, can't do it without you. The fact that we're streaming this game in a essentially dead fucking category to double-digit viewers all night means the world to me. If you spent some time here, I hope you enjoyed it. Twitch chatters, of course, you fucking legends. Jen Pasta, Shay Noel, Brother Man Gaming, Mr. Treehorn, EGP Noodles, Luigi Girl, Future Warm Corpse, Emoji Heap, Too Much New Toys, Boss Hoggins, Rich, everybody coming through for me on a Sunday motherfucking night. You absolutely love to see it. It's like the credits of a movie. It was a movie, and you guys were all here for it. What a time to be alive. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, chat. I'll be back on probably tomorrow during the day. We'll do a real fucking casual like Donkey Kong Country stream during the day. Then tomorrow night, I just want to play a nice big chunk. We have the really cool spoilers. We have like the cross-dressing scene coming up in Final Fantasy tomorrow night. It's the best fucking segment in a video game ever. Ever. It's too good. It's handled with motherfucking class. It's the absolute best. Carla, thanks for being here. Thanks for the bits right there at the end. I will see you all tomorrow. Good rest of your evening. Bye.